Hey guys, this is Josh Shoemaker here again with Dan Keenan. This time it's our ball review, second one of the day with the IQ Tour AI. So the IQ Tour AI features the C3 centripetal core, just found in all the previous IQ Tour balls, but this time it's wrapped in the AI Core tech, which if you're familiar with the AI Core, it just kind of usually lowers the RG a touch and raises the differential a little bit, gets the balls to roll a little bit heavier. So that's kind of remains true for this one as well. We got a couple points up on the diff and 1 point lower in the RG than the normal IQ Tour. It's also wrapped in the R2S hybrid cover and finished with the Power Edge finish, which is kind of all the shiny balls lately. So it's the first R2S hybrid IQ Tour that we've had since the Fusion. Fusion came out back when I kind of first started getting into competitive bowling and was one of my favorites. So as soon as I saw that they were coming out with basically a remake of it with the AI Core tech, got pretty excited. So just my normal standard 4.5 inch, 3-inch pin buffer layout on this. That's basically the pin above the ring. And we're gonna start a little bit further left than normal here just because this lane is pretty chopped up. Ooh. Around that one a little bit. So I've gotten a decent amount of time to be able to throw this lately, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of it so far.
All right. So I'm a big fan of all the IQs. I use them a lot. The Lightning Blackout's been a favorite of mine when I want to stay straighter on the burn squads. This I did 4x3x3. I'm sorry, 4.5x3x3. So kind of in the middle for me, not strong, not really weak. So far, I've really liked it. I'm kind of guessing here. I didn't throw any practice shots with it. Okay, I gotta move.
Ooh, did I mention this lane hooks? So I did throw this a decent amount in league in the last week and a half. And I actually originally threw it with the Power Edge finish on it. And for me, it's a little bit tougher with the lower flaring balls with the Power Edge. They get kind of erratic for me. So I ended up taking this one, hitting it with 2,000, and then going over with 4,000 on the spinner, just to kind of give it a little bit of a sheen. And really like what I see out of it so far. It's been really good at blending the middle part of the lane, not forcing me too crazy far left. It's that buttery smooth IQ Tour motion that everyone's known for the last 13 years now.
All right, so Josh, like Josh was saying, this is finished with the Power Edge. I've been a big fan of Power Edge. I haven't really taken it off of any balls, but I did throw this ball a little bit. In league the last couple nights, I ended up taking it off. I just wanted a little more blendy. The Power Edge was just giving me some misreads off the dry and off the oil. So I'll go a couple more left. So as you see, even though I'm in, and again, we are on the burn, we just did do the hyperdrive videos, so they're extra toasty right now. But this should show that this ball is going to be very, very good when they get crispy later on in league and even definitely in tournament blocks.
Yeah, so the IQs for me have been really good. Kind of like Dan said, late in league when I want something that I can kind of trap a little bit more. And then same on those really hard flat patterns too. When I want to try to keep something a little bit more in front of me and not have it be erratic down lane. I'm just going to move two and one here. Sure, hit it a little bit more. Man. Keep moving left, it keeps hooking. So that one in a touch, but that was actually pretty good. So I could probably honestly jump a couple more off of that.
All right, I'm gonna go kind of where I think this would max out on the move left. All right, it still hooks in the oil in the middle of the lane. That's good.
Just keep moving. Just keep moving. So that's kind of what I've noticed too about all these IQ balls is with how low flaring they are, but also having the lower RG core, is they stabilize really quick. So they're pretty straight through the front part of the lane because they don't flare a ton. But the cores being as low RG as they are, they stabilize really quick. So they don't really miss that body of the lane. So you can kind of get away with throwing these on a little bit more difficult patterns than some of the other lower flaring balls. I'm gonna move another 3 and 1.
You know, Josh is doing a very good job in the videos today. He's very stable at the line. I'm all over the place.
Getting the
That's why when we do these videos, we kind of balance each other out, apparently.
getting the spring legs under you still.
All right, let's try this again. There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, Josh had very stable ball through the front. Doesn't really seem to get offline unless I throw it like a complete goon. I've noticed so far it does respond to hand position changes and such. So that's good.
And I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but you can see with this 4.5 inch pin layout on here, it's getting just enough flare for each ring to be separate from each other, which I think is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of keep jumping left here until we get one that finally doesn't hook. Move another 2.
Yeah, this is definitely a ball that is definitely going to be in the house shot killer category.
Oh, yes. Already thinking of what layout I want to put on the second one.
Yeah, and again, I think for those of you that go to Nationals, this is going to be a good ball on the fresh at Nationals for team event. The last couple of years I've bowled team. I usually start out with IQ type balls. I'm going to throw the IQ right now with a very similar layout. And probably about the same surface. I haven't thrown these side by side yet, so speculation-wise, I would say that this the original IQ is probably going to be a little cleaner, a little quicker, probably not as much down the lane, but we're going to find out. Here's where I threw the last shot. Yeah, so kind of what I expected. I missed that in. The tour AI would have definitely big Ford there. So, kind of a good.
So I'm just going to keep chasing it off with this till I miss, and then once I miss, I'll throw something different. I brought an IQ Tour and then IQ Tour Ruby with me to kind of compare. Let's move another 3. Let's keep going. Actually, nice. I feel like the pattern here is kind of blended out a little bit. Normally, for this league season, you get something in there, it just kind of wiggles. This one actually feels like you get it in there and it actually shaped off of it.
So that was the AI on another jump left.
So, yeah, Dan had made mention as this being probably a pretty good Nationals ball. I'm going down at the end of May, so I'm kind of in the mode of figuring out what I want to take with me and Definitely think this and then a original IQ2 are probably going to make the trip. Just those kind of control pieces that you can keep on line a little bit longer. They seem like they're pretty flat and tough in the team event this year. So it seems like it'd be a useful piece. So I'm going to go ahead and move another 2. Oh,
hiya!
There we go.
So Josh is really showing good example, open up his angles and how this blends very well off the dry. I'm using a little bit more of the middle of the lane just because I have a little more tilt. So that was me using a little more dry. Obviously, my higher tilt wants to change direction.
Yeah, with me having pretty low tilt, my first flare ring pretty much touches my finger. These stable balls are really good because they just stay on line and are really controllable. I'm just going to make one more move here and then we'll get into something else. So I'm just kind of going to go against the ball return here. And let's see. Oh. That one got a little bit further right than I wanted to, but still, I mean, when you're bowling on the tougher stuff or the softer stuff, when you make a questionable shot and it still gets 9, that's a good sign.
All right, so I also have Light and Blackout with me. Again, similar layouts. These are kind of layouts I like to use in my lower RG, lower diff symmetrical pieces. Let's see what this does. So that was where the Tour AI just split from. Again, with the Blackout having kind of a cleaner, much cleaner, quicker cover. Kind of what I expected.
Yeah, Blackout's a unique piece with it being a lower differential core, but having a little bit higher RG. It wants to kind of scoot. And then with that REX Pearl on it, a little bit stronger recovery seemed to kind of blend it out. So they almost, for me anyways, I wasn't the biggest fan because I felt like the core and the cover were fighting each other, but Dan's looks pretty good right now. So I'm going to go ahead and bump, go 8 back to the right. This is with IQ Tour, a little bit longer of a pin, 4 3/4 inch pin with this one. Ooh. There we go. Fell off that one a little bit, but as you can see, it's buttery smooth IQ Tour. That for me felt like it was maybe a touch earlier, a touch rounder. AI got down the lane a little bit more and shaped a little bit quicker off of it for me.
All right, I'm going to go one more with the AI. I've kind of shown what the other couple balls do. Let's see if I can make a good shot. I made many good shots today. That was a good shot.
Yes, this definitely doesn't feel like R2S hybrid that was found on the high road. This feels like it's a little bit more beefed up, if I had to guess. It also helps with the having the different color swirls in there. Usually the lighter colors end up hooking a little bit more, and with it having that kind of pearly green in there probably makes it hook a little bit more too. So here's a throw a shot with a ruby. This one has a 4-inch pin on it, same 3-inch buffer. It has the R2S pearl cover on it. This one's definitely a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit cleaner and quicker than that one.
Okay.
That pattern that we ran Monday night.
Okay.
I put another one in there, so we'll try them both.
All right, so what's funny is the Ruby, Josh likes the Ruby, I like the Lightning Blackout. It's kind of why I decided to make that part of my tournament bag. The Lightning Blackout goes in it. The Ruby kind of gets to sit out. It's kind of funny how different styles of bowling, we have to make our bag just slightly different for what fits us. All right, one more in the air. Let's see if I can strike. That's going to strike. So the IQ AI definitely has some bite in it. Definitely has a good combination, I think, of clean and bite. So get out to your pro shop and get one.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a ball you see on the tour a lot and the nationals a lot this year. It's just going to be a great compliment to the original IQ Tour. So, like Dan said, if you guys are interested, head over to your local VIP pro shop and pre-order your own today.